Welcome back to the channel, everyone. We are the Whiskey Watchers. I'm Dan.
I'm Jake.
And today we're celebrating the small town. Well, kind of in a way.
And Indiana.
And Indiana.
And farming.
Farming?
Yes.
I like farming. Well, my family doesn't farm all that much. His does. But we'll talk about that here in a little bit. Because just recently, Hard Truth Distilling Company and Mellencamp Whiskey Company collabed to release this brand new sweet mash rye called Harvest Rye, and we're going to taste it today for you. I can't wait for this. Look at this beautiful artwork.
I know.
So the story goes, John Mellencamp actually opened up his
Collection
entire
of
art portfolio to them to
because apparently John Mellencamp is an artist.
To use for these labels, and this one is absolutely beautiful. I'll put a picture of it up on the screen because, well, our lens kind of isn't great, but you know, it is what it is.
Close-up shot. Wayne's World face cam.
So along with this, that was kind of weak. Oh well. So along with this new batch comes a new mash bill.
Yay! I hate bills.
Don't we all? Yeah. I like mash bills.
I love mash bills.
I don't like regular bills. So this one is in collaboration with local Indiana farmers. And consists of 72% rye from Dr. Kuhlenschmidt Farms and 28% corn from Doug Miller Farms. Both are, I believe, friends of Hard Truth and local farmers.
One's based out of Jasper. Yeah. Or not Jasper.
One's based out of, I think, Posey County.
Posey County and
the other one's just
Mount Vernon.
Just right down the road from Hard Truth, I thought, but I could be very, very wrong. So obviously no malted barley in this mash bill. And yeah.
John Mellencamp is not the head of Mellencamp Whiskey, by the way.
Yeah.
It's his son, Hud.
Son Hud helped found this company.
Nice guy.
Dude. One of the nicest people there. I mean, they're all absolutely spectacular up there. We spent most of the day Saturday up there celebrating the release. And, you know, we had a great time. Got to meet a lot of people. Brian was welcoming us with open arms, as he always does. And, you know, it was just a lot of fun. The food was good. Those loaded pulled pork barbecue waffle fries.
Yeah.
With that beer cheese. Oh, perfect.
Made in-house beer cheese.
Made in-house beer cheese. You can't get much better than that. Anyway, so along with the new mash bill, each bottle of this, kind of like a Parker's Heritage kind of thing, because there is a donation to, well, actually, a portion of the proceeds from each purchase of a bottle goes to support local farmers through Hard Truth's charitable foundation or charity called Grounded in Truth. Jake, what do you think about that, big boy?
I'm a huge fan of anything that gives back to the farmers. They feed America. They grow the food that helps the food feed America.
And they grow the grains that make this whiskey.
And they grow the grains that make this whiskey.
Exactly. So
not even just this whiskey. You gotta imagine there are multiple farmers. All of the Midwest is corn, basically. Corn, rye, wheat.
Mm-hmm. That's more or less it.
And
every
beans,
once in a while, soybeans.
Yeah. What goes in whiskey again? Remind me.
Corn, rye, wheat, and, well, malted barley, but we don't have that.
Yeah, that's not us.
Every once in a while you find oats, but, you know.
It's corn, soybeans.
The big ingredients, you know, corn, rye, wheat.
Soybeans, right?
No, we don't put soybeans in our whiskey.
Why not, man?
Anyway, yeah, you should have... Are you trying to drink it already again?
Nosing it, trying to nose it early.
Oh my goodness. I can smell it from here. I mean, it's just the effervescence is just going crazy right now.
Almost went for the nose drink.
Well, let's go ahead and give it a nose. You should have seen this guy when the Busch Light for the Farmers thing came out. Oh.
I was looking everywhere.
Oh, wow.
Ooh. Ooh. Makes you want to sing.
It does kind of make you want to sing a little bit. I mean, this
This does not smell like the other sweet mashes. This is
No, this is very different. The corn, there's a lot more corn in this than any of their other mash bills, I believe. I mean, 28% corn.
This smells like corn cob wine before you start putting the fruit juice in.
See, I wouldn't know about that. I don't make wine, but his family makes a lot of wine. But you get a lot of the corn on this. The rye doesn't come through as hard, but you still get little soft notes of rye.
It was really confusing me because I'm like, okay, this is a rye. I know what rye smells
This is
like.
beautiful.
This smells like you took a 50% rye, 50% corn, and put it in a cup.
Oh man! All right, I got to go in for this. Cheers. Okay.
The tiniest of. I'm trying so hard.
The little baby clink.
I'm trying so hard not to like just go full force with it, spill drink, shatter
glass,
yeah.
Whatever. But
Because I'm so used to like full on just sending it.
So, cheers to y'all.
Cheers.
Yep.
That's sweet mash. Except I'm so used to the burn that it's not there.
So the rye comes through more on the palate, but that corn sweetness just mellows everything out.
I think more rye makers need to put more corn in their mash bills.
Man, this is absolutely crazy. What's the proof on this? This is 106 proof.
Doesn't drink that hot.
No, it doesn't drink super hot. It drinks probably right around 100. It's very easy drinking.
I was thinking 98 to 100.
Very, very sweet. A lot of good.
And you get that nice rye right there.
That Hoosier hug, if you will.
The Hoosier hug.
The Hoosier hug. You know what?
Patented.
If Kentucky can have a hug, so can the Hoosier State. And you know what? Wow. I haven't even taken a second sip yet. It's still sitting dead center of my palate. Just giving me those nice corn and rye notes. A lot of, like, I do get a little bit of barrel char on it. It's not overwhelming at all.
This one almost smells like distiller's beer, like when you walk right up to it.
Yeah, it almost does have that kind of like, this is the finished mash before you go into the still.
I don't know. I love it though, because I love that smell. Walking around the distillery Saturday, every now and then the wind would change.
The wind would change, and you would just get punched in the face with mash.
Oh yeah, that's it right there.
So this doesn't have those.
Wait, hang on. Let me simulate it for you.
And that was the face he made too. Every time we got one of those, and it was like the pie, the little. Come here.
Come on.
So the normal mash bill for Hard Truth Sweet Mash Rye, you get a lot of those. I get a lot of fruits on that, like almost tropical in a way. The corn, the high corn in this really kind of tames those, allows the corn to shine, as well as a little bit of barrel char. The rye comes through on the palate, and the finish is really long on that.
Yeah, after a few sips, my palate's finally adjusting because, you know, I'm so used to drinking any more 110 to 130 proof. After a couple of sips, the corn basically forms a barrier on your palate that the rye surrounds, and it's fantastic. You get the burn in all the right spots, and then the corn just hits every sweet note.
You know, I get a little bit of savoriness in this too, like a little bit of like sea salt almost, with the caramel.
Salted caramel?
Almost, kind of like. Do you remember when we went to Buc-ee's, and I got those like salted caramel beaver nuggets?
Yeah.
It almost kind of reminds me of those.
Yeah, I see the saltiness you're talking about.
Yeah, it's not overwhelming at all. It's just that right little
It hits all the flavor spots.
Right. It's just that little sprinkling of like sea salt just to round out a nice steak or a nice bite of steak or something.
Yeah.
But in this case, a really good whiskey. Hard Truth hasn't let us down yet. I don't think they ever will.
Keep continuing to impress us.
And this time in collaboration with Mellencamp Whiskey Company, I mean, shit.
Keep it going.
The floor is here. The ceiling, they haven't even found the ceiling yet.
Just like a rack house.
Yeah, I mean, it's absolutely crazy what, the kind of stuff they're coming out with.
I can only imagine what they're going to come out with next. God, I can't wait.
I can't wait. So, yeah. If you can find this in your area, this is going to be rolling out in late September. Or we're in September.
Yeah.
I'm getting my months messed up.
Unless you go to the distillery.
Yeah, if you go to the distillery in Brown County, Indiana, this is available right now in the gift shop and at the Big Woods restaurant. But other markets, you're going to be seeing this starting around late September, early October. Go ahead, grab yourself a bottle, support the farmers, and support Mellencamp Whiskey Company and Hard Truth. You won't be disappointed in this one. We absolutely love it. Can't recommend it enough. And for an MSRP of $69.99,
yeah,
can't go wrong.
And you know what I thought was cool? They had, like, you could look at the corks and see where the natural cut was on some of them, and some were so straight. It was like, I was just sitting there admiring the cork work.
See, and again, best packaging in whiskey. I'm not going to go through all the the things and the stuff, but best packaging in whiskey, best labels in whiskey. I mean, come on. That's just beautiful.
It is beautiful.
So,
smexy.
Anyway, go out, grab yourself a bottle, support local farming, and
especially that.
Yeah, support Hard Truth and Mellencamp Whiskey Company. And yeah, I think that's going to be a review from us. We want to thank you for joining us. Go down below, hit that like and subscribe button, punch that notification bell, and be notified of when we post new content, at least, twice a week. Like that.
Notification bell.
And yeah, we want to thank you for joining us. And until we drink again, everyone, we want to remind you to share a pour with your friends and family, because just like the movies,
memories do not make themselves.
They really don't, bud. Cheers.
Double clink.
That was better.